Sister Susie sewing in the kitchen on a singer. There's
I
miles and
shopped
miles of
the Memorial Day pattern sale at Something Delightful. Let me show you what I got. Patterns are so expensive, and everything on the site, well, not everything, but everything I bought was $3.99 or $5.99. I'm very happy about it. Now, I'm going to start with Vogue because they're big and they're easiest for me to see in the box. So let's start right here. This is Vogue 1762. Isn't that pretty? It's pretty straightforward. The way they've sewn it is with a two directions of the same fabric in a stripe, but it looks like a wrap. It has a very beautiful statement sleeve. If I make this, I'll probably do it a little bit shorter. Just this length is not great on me. I might do this, we'll see. This one, I thought the fabrications they chose, it's Vogue 1677. I didn't like the fabrications. I thought it kind of looked a little old lady to me, but I could see doing this in a really nice shirting fabric, like a men's shirting. It is pretty much a traditional looking shirt almost. On top it even has a yoke, it has the cuff, the button cuff, and then it has sort of a gathered skirt, buttons all the way down. Really cute. I'm going to look for a really nice shirting. This would also look cute in a gingham check. I maybe do a combination of that or a toile looking design. Anyway, I really like this. I could see making this maybe a few times. This one I bought on a whim. It's Vogue 1693. It's a really beautiful design. I don't know if I'm going to make it right away. It has slightly empire waisted seam line in the front, natural seam line waist in the back. It has a really pretty statement sleeve. It's nice and straight, even though it has fullness, and it has this nice gathered down here at the bottom, a nice gathered ruffle at the bottom. It's really pretty. So I've been looking for some interesting lace for this, or a cutout or something like that. I really like how they did it with the lace, but it could easily be done in a really pretty calico. A Liberty of London would look really pretty in this. It's cute. Okay, on to the next. Now I did choose most of these patterns I bought in my size. There are a few, like this one. This one came in sizes. This one is 6 to 14, and I bought that because I won't wear this, but I have two daughters who might. So, cute little swimwear. I just wanted to grab it while it was on sale and have in my stash. This is McCall's 7168. All right, this one's for me. This is a McCall's 7727. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? This could be worn as a jacket or a dress. It has a pleated vent in the back, so it has lots of fullness. It has a belt. It has a yoke in the back. Really pretty sleeve. I could see making this as a really nice looking raincoat, but it's cute as a dress too. I really am excited about this one. This is going to be a fun one to make. I love dresses. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. You see me a lot in shirts and jeans in here in my sewing room, but I really do enjoy a dress. This is Butterick 6843, and it's a pretty traditional sort of shirtwaist little day dress. It has almost a 1940s look with this pretty sort of slim A line skirt. Really cute. It's pretty much the same dress for everything, and then you can do it with no sleeve, a long sleeve with a cuff, a short sleeve. It has quite a few options, and then it also has a belt. Whoop. Another simple little dress. This one has, if you do this view here, this is Butterick 6758. It has like a shirt tail hem, which is really cute, and then the other version has the little ruffle at the bottom. I probably would do the ruffly bottom one, but I like both. It doesn't have a sleeve. It just has sort of an extended shoulder line that just hangs off, but it's another one. I kind of got, as I was looking at these, I thought these are very close in styling. This one comes in plus sizes. This is Butterick 6763. And buttons down the front. This one has a ruffle at the bottom. This one doesn't. I'd probably make this view. Really simple. It has darts in the back. It has sort of a little butterfly sleeve. But pretty everyday, good wearing dress, comfy dress. And I could see making that almost a jersey knit where it would travel well, because I want to travel again. I'm hoping now that we're all vaccinated. Here's another dress. I was on a dress kick, but hey, I was buying what was on sale. This is a Vogue 8577. This has a vintage look to it. It's really got a beautiful fitted waistline. It has sort of like a waistline inset. It buttons all the way down. It does have a large faced pocket, it looks like, and it's a nice full skirt. This would be one like I'd do in a crepe or something real soft and drapey. Very pretty though. And it's got one sleeve option. It has sort of a wing collar option if you want it. It has shirring at the shoulders. Pretty, pretty. All right, I got some jammies. Look at this, McCall's 8056, because I do like to make loungewear. And this is a real traditional little pajama set. It has a robe, short sleeve and long sleeve top, shorts or long pants. And I believe this is for a knit. Lightweight, medium, woven. Nope, woven's. This one's the woven one, but cute. And, okay, this one I bought for my daughters. And we'll see if they even want it, but it was on sale. So it's McCall's 8223, and this is what I would call a split skirt. It is pants, but the legs are so wide that when you're standing, it just looks like you're wearing a skirt. It would be easy to, it's pant length, but it would be easy to shorten this if you wanted to have more of a T length or even knee length, and it would still look the same because there's so much fullness in it. It has insets. I can't tell if they're godettes or not by the drawing, but it kind of looks like it. So it would be very fun to sew. I'm hoping I can talk one of my daughters into wearing it because I'd like to try and make it. Okay, same pajamas in the other size. I bought it in both sizes because I have kids. This one is, okay, it's very boho. This is very 70s looking to me. This is McCall's 7970, and it comes in a short length with sort of a ruffle, of the short length without the ruffle, but with almost a long butterfly sleeve. Then it has a patchwork option where you have multiple fabrics in the full length with no sleeve. It has a belt. And you could do the patchwork option with a long, full, it's more than a bell. It's a real full sleeve. And it looks like on her, oh, it's just the way she's holding it. It almost looked like they put elastic in it, but the picture doesn't show it. It's just a real full sleeve. I could see putting an elastic in it though to change it up a little bit, but this is very fun. And again, needs a super soft, drapey, gauzy fabric. The pictures here, they show it all in one piece, but on the back, they show it here where they've done patchworking, where they've changed up the fabrications. So lots of design options with something like that. All right, this one is sort of like wardrobe in an envelope. This is for knits. It's Butterick 6600, and I got it because of this cute little suit right here. It's like a little jumpsuit. It's a little onesie with a drawstring waist, or maybe it's elastic, but it looks drawstring, and it has the little stripes down the side. It's really, I just thought that was such an adorable thing. But it also has a shirt, a dress, a pair of pants, and a jacket in it. So lots of options, all with knit. It has our little guide on the back so we know how much stretch we need. And I think I got this one in all the sizes. Yeah, this one's the extra small through medium. So I bought this in both sizes because I thought my daughters might wear that. I would even wear that if a few pounds from now. That is really cute. And so I have it in both sizes because there's a lot of options with that one. And okay, one more pajamas. I thought the robe on this one was so pretty. This is McCall's 7875. The shaping on this was so pretty, which is why I chose it. It has a waistline seam and a peplum, so it's fitted sort of through the body with a little full peplum, which is a great fit for me if you're a curvy girl. If you have a waist and a hip, if you indent like I do, this is a flattering look, and it's pretty. So it has a short robe which could be worn as a top, which is what she has on here. It has a mid-hip length, and then it has a mid-knee length, and then a pair of pants. So super pretty. I really like it, and I like how they showed it with the piping. This one says it could be made with charmeuse, crepe de chine, cotton knits, crepe. So lots of fabric options for this one, and I just think it's gorgeous. The last pattern is going to be the first one I make because I already have fabric for it, which I'll show you, and it's this one. It's McCall's 8090, and it's just a super soft dress with rows and rows of ruffles. And I'm going to be making this really soon because I have fabric for it. McCall's 8090. It has a front placket, like an inset with an opening at the front. And for me, I might put a zipper or something in it. I don't always want to wear a shirt under everything, and usually these are just long enough that I have cleavage showing, which I don't really care to do. The other thing you could do is do eyelets and lace it up. There's lots of options. You could do a frog, but I may do something to close up this neckline. We'll see once I get it put together if it needs it or not. Cute. So let me show you the fabric. I only bought 2 fabrics at Hobby Lobby. All right, so this one, these were on sale, half price. This is, it's a cotton, and it has a lot of texture to it. It's almost like a waffle weave, and I'm sure it was meant for a soft drape. It's very, very soft drapey shirt, something like that. But when I saw it, the first thing I thought was, that's the exact same fabric that all of my favorite bar cloths that I use in the kitchen are made out of. It's almost like a toweling. So I think I'm going to make towels out of this for the kitchen or napkins. But I bought just 1.25 yards, which is just enough to make a couple towels or 4, 5, 6 napkins. So that's this. Not very exciting, but I really like it. And it would make a really pretty soft drapey. You could make that pattern I just showed you with all the layers easily could be sewn out of this because it's so soft. But the fabric I want to make it out of, let me pull the pattern back out. You can see it's got all these little layers, and I'm going to do this longer one most likely. I found, and I wanted to do it in either a gingham or a shirting, a real soft shirting. So I found this. It's really hard to see, but it's got a teeny tiny stripe. But the best part is it's got an eyelet bottom. See that? So my bottom ruffle is going to be this eyelet. Hold it up so you can see it. See that? I'm very excited. Now this is going to be, I bought more fabric than it called for because the pattern expects you to cut this on the lengthwise grain, but because of how this is woven, I will be cutting it on the cross grain so that my stripes and my my pretty lacy bottom is going the right direction. So I bought extra fabric just to make sure. I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about it. It was on sale, half price. I have my receipt. It was all together it was $32.50 for 5 yards. So I got it, it was originally $12.99, I got it for $6.50 a yard, so not bad. And the toweling was originally $10 a yard, and I got it for $5. So pretty happy with that. $5 is about the cost of one decent bar cloth or kitchen towel, so I can easily get 4 or more. We'll see when I go cut it out. But that's my haul. I'm very excited to start sewing it. My next project will be this one after you see this haul. I can't wait to show you, and I can't wait to wear it. And let me tell you, since we're talking about patterns, and if you're one of my plus size sewists out there, Gertie, who you may know, she's on YouTube, and she's a pattern designer. You'll find her in the pattern books. She has her own pattern company called Charm Patterns, and she is extending her pattern sizes. So if you struggle, if you see patterns just go up to maybe a 22, but you really could use a 28 or maybe even a 30, I believe she's extending her pattern sizes through size 34, and they're very cute. She does a lot of vintage look, but they're very trendy. She also shows the designs on models of all sizes. So I would say, I'm gonna give her a shout out. She doesn't know I'm doing this, but you can go follow her on Instagram, and she's on YouTube. And I just saw an announcement that they're extending their pattern sizes. So if you are out there sewing and you wanna look cute and fashionable and you want patterns that are made for you, I would check out Charm Patterns. I forgot to mention, I have t-shirts. I have a Teespring link down below with lots of t-shirts. This is the most plain one of all of them, but I have quite a few for all of the sewists out there and fabric collectors. Alright, we'll see you next week for another fun video.
Getting mixed up with a cotton and fitting on the needle.